in here. We're going out again for another Sunday drive live. Did this a couple weeks ago and had some questions come in and had some just drove around for about an hour and a half and answered questions. Just meandered about before all the craziness started happening, and it looks like it's a real nice day today, so I figured might as well go ahead and do it again. So if you guys want to hop in and give me any questions and things like that, we're just gonna be cruising around, and no, I'm not paying attention to my driving. I've got my fiance with me. She's reading the chat to me if any questions pop up, so feel free to lay your questions to me, and she will relay them to me and let me know what you say. So, read that chat.
Barely have to sign.
No, it shouldn't have to. I'll just read it.
Okay.
Got a jogger here. A car coming the other way. So. Last time, so let's see.
You have one from Yosef. Hi, is your birthday?
But it's not a bad guess. I'll leave it at that.
And then you also have from Joshua. Are you in the Grand Sport or the Yellow Cat?
Hang on 1 second. Just trying to. I'll give you a hint. That'd be the Grand Sport. Yeah, definitely taking the Grand Sport. Yellow Corvette's still parked. Haven't fully decided what's going on with that yet, but definitely gotta get that figured out. But I don't think anybody's buying cars right now, so that's unfortunately not really. But if anybody's wondering if there's a difference in quality on this one, I'm actually using my phone directly this time. I was using a hotspot last time, and apparently I was able to flip the camera on that one, but I cannot. Oh, wait, there it is. Aha! There we go. I never claimed to be a professional at this. So how you guys doing? Yes, I am as shaggy as always, but that's not going to be changing anytime soon. So, but yeah, I just figured I'd hop on here today. It's like 60 degrees here in Wisconsin, which it's still basically winter up here, and got a nice Sunday to take the car out before a week's worth of rain that we're going to have here, so we're just giving it a little run and have a little fun.
Josh is asking, have you done any maintenance or repairs on the Grand Sport since the last video?
No. Nope. Unfortunately, it's been parked. We've had snow, rain, and everything in between since the last video I did. I think this is actually like the second nice day that we've had since then. So haven't really done anything yet, but I want to get the oil changed, but I had to get my work car done before that, so that was priority number one. But do need to do an oil change on this thing soon, and I do have a check engine light that's come on, so it looks like I might have an O2 sensor that is blinking out on this thing, and I'm not sure which side it is, but I'm debating on getting a new exhaust for it that actually has a little bit of noise to it, because as you guys can probably tell from most of my videos that I've done, it really doesn't sound as good as my yellow Corvette. So I'm stopping at a light here. I'll let you guys listen to the acceleration here and tell me what you guys think. So, but I figure if I have to do an exhaust, I can get the O2 sensors done and replaced at the same time. So we'll see. But here we go.
Josh is saying your quarantine beard is coming in.
Well, this isn't a quarantine beard, my friend. This is about 6 months in so far. So, but yeah, it's actually, the funny thing is I trimmed it a little bit last week, so but It's the quarantine hair that's going to be sticking around probably for a little while unless I decide to just shave it all off again, but haven't fully decided on that one either. So I'm a very indecisive mood lately. Kind of just sitting around waiting to see what happens kind of thing. So, but I'm going to go front view here for you guys a little bit since
you got one from
stuff.
Peter, planning on keeping the car.
The yellow Corvette or the Grand Sport?
Did not specify.
Okay. Well, here's okay. Well, I'm gonna talk to the screen here for a second. So here's the truth. I saw there was a comment in my last video about whether or not I was going to. It said why maybe the last. Well, a month ago or so when I did that last live drive, we were right on the start of this pandemic and the quarantine and stuff like that, and really didn't know where things were going. The whole purpose of getting this car was that we could take trips and go to car shows and just do fun stuff and things like that, and now everything is canceled. In the foreseeable future, for sure, we don't have the C4 gathering happening now. Corvette Adventures in June is probably not going to happen if I had to guess. So the reason that we got this car was it was supposed to basically be a paid in advance. Hang on 1 second, guys. Let's get going here. So instead of spending $4,000 or something like that and taking a cruise or taking a vacation, which is anybody takes a vacation, you know, it adds up really, really quick. So what we decided last year we wanted to do, and this is actually a friend of mine brought it up, and it was a really good point, and he basically said, you know, if you get that car, you got the monthly payments and everything, if you add that up, what does that work out to? So truth be told, my payments per month are about $300 on this car. So if you add that up, that would be a good vacation every year. We decided that we wanted this to be that, so we wanted to go to the 25th anniversary of the Corvette Museum. We wanted to do the C4 gathering, Corvette Adventures, and we figured, okay, this is kind of going to be our vacation. As long as that is, what it boils down to, I don't know right now. If they keep the world locked down for the next 18 months as speculated, it's basically just money going out the window. And I own the yellow Corvette free and clear yet. That's actually why I haven't really rushed to go ahead and get rid of it, because I just don't know what's going on right now. But I mean, it's not a matter of affording this, but it's just the whole purpose of getting it was to try and do stuff with it. And if it's going to be a payment that just sits in my garage, and we had our first snowfall here in Wisconsin before Halloween. Trick or treat was canceled because we had a snowstorm. Yeah, and can you push that up so it's not battling?
Yep. Sorry.
The background. Yeah. So trick or treat was canceled because of a snowstorm. We just had blizzards go through here about 2 weeks ago. We had 7 months of winter up here in Wisconsin, and that frankly sucks. Now, this car is a collector's item. I was more likely to take out the yellow Corvette for a drive when the weather or the roads were still not completely clear of salt, but I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I really like this car. It's kind of up in the air right now, because if this pandemic blows up, you know, again, once we start opening the states up and things like that, they're just going to lock everything down for another 6 months or something like that. And at that point, I don't know. I might put it up for sale and see if anybody's interested in buying it and go from there with it. But really, right now, it kind of really just depends on the way everything goes. My work is safe at the moment because I'm an essential worker. But should that happen to change or something like that, I mean, priorities are always keeping the roof over your head and keeping, you know, food on the table and stuff like that. So if it gets to a point where it's not worth it anymore, that'll be the decision. But up until that point, it's going to be up in the air. So that's a very long-winded answer to your question, which I very much appreciate. But I know I had some people ask me in the last video, and part of the reason I did last drive was because I didn't know how locked down we were going to get. And I'm pretty sure if a cop had, you know, saw a Corvette out driving, he's going to be like, that doesn't look like an essential trip. So yeah, so that was kind of what that was about. But you know, just with everything going on, we'll kind of see, because you know, life comes first, and you the toys and stuff like that are always second. But I saw a couple of comments that popped up in there, so I'm gonna go back to the front here and let her read off the next one and go from there. So I'm gonna find a smooth road that doesn't have stop signs, so we can just drive.
Yes.
So.
You have from Josh, are there any local C4 owners in your area or a local Corvette club for you to join in the meantime?
Yes, there are a couple of them. I haven't like officially joined anything at this moment, but looking into it's just the way things have been right now lately. Clearly, there's not much going on to even other than Facebook groups and stuff like that. Not much else to really go and jump into unless I want to join the birthday parades of muscle cars that have been going on lately around here. So absolutely, I would say if the right person came up to me and said, hey, I'll give you X amount right now, and the numbers made me happy, I definitely would. I think I would do that with any of my cars at the moment, to be honest, but money talks, and that is the thing, is that I know I don't have an emotional attachment to this at the moment, but that may change. But yeah, short answer, any Corvette club, you should join 96 Corvette Grand Sports that I picked up summer and then parked for almost the entire winter, and that's why it sucks. but yeah, what was the other part of the question?
He was,
the club.
yeah, and he lived in Kenosha, and then Josh, while it was buffering, answered saying that
I'm assuming the blue.
yes.
So.
And then Josh saying that the video keeps going in and out, and pausing and stopping.
Yeah, that's unfortunately. If I were sitting still, I apologize if the video is cutting in and out. I'm driving on the not main roads right now, and as you're driving, sometimes the connection comes and goes. So if this cuts out, just bear with me. I'll hop. I just hit reconnect, and when it gets a signal, and hops back in. So just bear with it. Hops out. We'll be driving around for a while. So is that the end of our current questions?
For now.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, sorry about that, guys. It's just nature of the beast when it comes to cell phone signal and stuff like that. It's just when you're out. If I were sitting still in a parking lot or something, there'd be no problem. But as it jumps to new cell towers and stuff, sometimes it just cuts out. So.
And Fabio asked, is that car for sale?
For the right price, the car is for sale. I'm not advertising it. I don't have a for sale sign in it, but if the right number came along, it would be for sale. Yes. So, it is a 1996 Grand Sport, currently with, because I figured that was probably going to be the next question that comes up, 51,251 miles on it. And a check engine light, which I just talked about a little while ago, which I think the O2 sensor's got to get done. So I'm going to look into an exhaust too and see if I can make this puppy purr a little bit more like the yellow Corvette. So. That is a nice little yellow pickup truck. I don't know if you can see that on the video or not, but
it was a nice one.
Well, big thanks to everybody that's tuning in right now. Like I said, it's just a nice day to go for a drive. If you haven't yet, I always encourage those of you that like my video to please give it a thumbs up. It helps YouTube know what videos that it wants to pick out of the pack and start promoting to people and things like that. But so I guess I'm going to ask, and now the video just buffered again, so. Oh, no, I see it's still going, but it looks like it's buffering.
You're still going on my phone.
Okay, well,
so.
I'll just presume we're still going until that goes away.
Yep. Because I can still see you moving, so. Almost this.
Is it still going? Because I got the little spin. Okay. You're going to be a few seconds behind, obviously. So.
Yeah. I'm still getting your signal, so.
Okay. Well, if you guys can hear me okay. Oh, I see something popped up.
Yep. From Josh. So I've narrowed my choices down on C4 since your last video. I looked at and drove 10 in the last 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Purchase date is set for May 15th.
Oh, awesome.
He's picked out a black 1986 coupe, 28,000 miles,
Oh, wow.
one owner, versus a red 1989 convertible, 34,000 miles, three owners. Both are in mint condition, both garage kept and covered. Price difference is 500 bucks.
Well, that sounds like a find. Anything with that low miles, you can't. I mean, other than just the maintenance and stuff like that on an older one, I don't see any reason why. Sometimes lower mile cars can, have a lot of older items on them, which can become an issue. But higher mile items just have more worn out items too. So, yeah, no, if you can get a car with that low miles, I would say that's a keeper for sure. Let me get across here. Yeah, I mean, just for the sake of finding out, I took my yellow Corvette in for an appraisal, 125,000 miles on it, and they appraised it at about $8,000, which is interesting because the guy, you think of a Corvette and you go, oh, hey, a Corvette with 125,000 miles on it seems like a lot of miles, but if you break it down over how old it is and stuff like that, 5,000 miles a year, give or take, whatever that math works out to, it's 8,000 miles or something like that.
First one, black, was 28,000, and the red was 4.
Yeah, I mean, anything with that low miles is definitely a collector's item. I think that's going to be the big hurdle in mine, is trying to sell a Corvette with 100,000 plus miles. So that's definitely something that you can fix up, keep nice. If anything that's needed, you can get the replacement parts, and it's actually a collector's item. So that's why I don't want to put too many miles on this thing either. But so.
And then Shannon was asking how many miles were on the blue one.
Currently on the Grand Sport, I have 51,250 now. So.
And then John is saying he owned an 88 silver convertible before with 50,000 miles on it. He's undecided between a coupe versus the convertible. Both of them need no repairs and no maintenance. And he thoroughly checked out both cars up and down and underneath the bodies, clean on Carfax for both of them. He's been looking for mid-condition and low miles after spending $2,500 into his old C4.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of convertibles, but I think it ultimately depends on how much you intend to drive it when it's a nice sunny day out, or if it's depending on the weather and that. But I think, correct me if I'm wrong, you still gotta stop, gotta catch it, take it all down by hand, and then so either way, whether it be a convertible or the hard top with the 'cause I think they all have the Targa top, short of the Z06s that came out with the C5. But rambling, I got people here that are distracting me. Don't want anybody on the road. Okay. Yeah, but I mean, I like the coupe with the Targa top because the hatchback is really nice to have if you want to take a trip. You see on my Instagram page, there's a picture when we went up to the Dells last year. We were all up and back with our luggage, and there was plenty of room. I think the convertible is a little lacking on the storage space, but I've never had one, so I can't really say for sure. But I think the coupe looks better, but the convertible is definitely a good cruiser. But if you plan to take a long drive for 2 hours with the sun beating on your head too, that's either way, there's downsides on either car. So. Am I still live?
You're still good.
Okay, my buffering never went away. So.
Oh, well, you're still streaming because I can see the images still changing. So.
Alrighty. Well, that sounds safe to me. So.
Yeah. I just don't know if your phone knows what it's doing anymore.
Nah, whatever. It's probably YouTube itself, the app. So.
Yeah.
112, let's see. I thought I'd be able to go a little longer without a stop sign, but it's okay, I guess.
You got one from Peter. How could you not have an emotional attachment to such a beautiful car? I would get rid of my wife before I got rid of my 96 C4.
Well, I mean, when you have a decent car payment, it makes it a lot easier to emotionally detach something. I love this car. I mean, don't get me wrong, and I know that's an emotion. I mean, this is an awesome car, but to me, it was kind of an investment in the vehicle itself. It's a collector's item, so it's more of an asset than like any other vehicle that I've ever owned. I mean, to be honest, to a certain degree, this doesn't even feel like my car because of the collectability of it. This feels like a car that I'm just the caretaker of at this point in time, because someday it will go to a new home, most likely. And that sort of thing with 50,000 miles. I mean, this is a legitimate collector's car, and I've never owned anything like this before. So the other downside about it is that given the collectability of it and the way it is, I mean, this thing is stock. It's, basically, it's a time capsule. And being a time capsule, there isn't that I'm going to be able to do to this thing that, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to, straight pipe it. I'm not going to tint the window because of the fact it's got all the stickers and things on it, which that's a whole nother story. But it's going to be hard to make this car my own. It's just, I'm the one that owns this car at that point in time. So I've kind of got a little bit of a disconnect to it from that perspective. But other than that, and we're behind a tractor right now, which is annoying. But but other than that, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love this car. I also, and geese crossing the road too. Wow, what's going on?
Just can't win.
I gotta get in front of this guy.
Yes, you do. One of these kicking it out.
Yeah, stones. All right, but anyways, yeah. So once I got this, and it was time to actually get rid of the yellow. I got real hesitant with that one because I basically started my channel with that car. It just like mine, but again, like having two Corvettes isn't a bad thing. But I mean, either way, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do love the car, but if I had to let it go.
And then Josh is saying the advice and the input: either car will be a second car and used on the weekends, stores, coffees, etc. His last C4 was a daily driver. This will be the case this go around. He's paying cash.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. That would be something that would be cool. I know that there's a couple other guys on YouTube that we've kind of had some, I wouldn't say discussions, but just in the future, and hopefully once down here. One thing I would like to do is go to Grand Dragway down. All right, I think we might. Back here, so sorry about that, guys. Got a little unsure that far. Yeah.
Closer.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if it.
Yeah. If we're live again here, guys, sorry, I'm just trying to get back to the main highway where I should have signal. So
we're good.
Just out cruising. That's the downside. So
too far.
Try and do live stream videos. Apparently, something in 2020 that not all roads are still capable of at this moment. So just got to figure out where I am. Yeah, again, sorry about that, guys. But if we go offline here, just let us know. That way, I can try and get back towards a more main road. So.
Let's see. We got from Stephen. Just fun ride. Thank you. Everyone give him a like. I have a C4 stock and a C3 1978 big block Grove Street. They have different attitudes. A 240 horsepower versus 1,000 plus horsepower.
Yeah, that's a different attitude for sure.
Enjoyed both. Both were fun.
Well, that's cool. So I assume the Pro Street is the go drag racing with it and that, so that's got to be a beast to try and take out for any sort of regular drive. But in regards to the C3 itself, though, we were just talking about because the check engine light that this one is it would be really cool to have a C3 because of the fact that like so much of that technology is just so much easier to rent in your garage, and I'm better. So if I had a C3 myself, unfortunately, given this much, sorry, but I've already taken a look under the hood, and I wouldn't even know where to begin on the O2 sensors right now, and have a lift or anything like that. So that would be it'd be nice if it was a C3 right about now. But now you guys see this up here? I don't know if you can see it, but cell tower. So we should, up there, that's a cell tower. We should be safe for a little bit now. So. No worries, anybody out there, we're not speeding. It's the mount keep you with the oh, I think we're back. Maybe. Back. Well, it says we're okay. It says we're at 30 minutes now, so it brought me back in. Okay. Yeah, if you guys are there now, sorry about that. I actually pulled off when I got the signal. So I was just going past the cell tower and the signal disappeared. So I don't know, whatever. But let me see. So what do you guys want me to do? You guys want me to drive and deal with the buffering, or you guys want me to sit and take some questions, just talk for a little bit? What do you guys think? So, because it's probably going to keep doing that, unfortunately, and you can't do anything about it. So I'll leave it up to you guys. You tell me. But I think I will get out of this one spot right here and go at least a little further down the road. See if there's that little park area or something we can stop off at. So.
Well, the last one we had was from Steven. And he was saying he was getting it, that was at about 4:07. So it's been a few minutes.
Oh, there was one I saw where he said like he wasn't going to get the answer to his question. He got cut off or something.
Oh, yeah, that was for Josh. That was when he was talking about if you were going to put out any newer videos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do have a couple of videos that I actually never even got around to after we went up to Corvette Adventures, just because everything that went on with my dad and downloaded the footage. Going through and trying to get caught up on that. So I will be, over the next month or so, I'll be posting a couple of videos, kind of getting caught up on the videos that I never got released after I got it. So we'll definitely be doing that. But one thing I wanted to ask you guys is, hang on a second, let's see. That might not have been a good place to swing over, but I'm going to do the top 10s and the secrets again, and update some of the videos with the Grand Sport from the things that I did with my yellow Corvette. But if there's anything you guys would like to see, I'm not making any promises, but at one point I would like to do a dyno test on this thing and actually see what what the real power is that it's putting out. So I'm just going to keep looping around this road because at least we got signal at the moment. So
yeah, you're coming in nice.
I'll hang out this area for a little bit. So, but yeah, if there's any other things that you would like to see or have some suggestions, definitely shoot them my way, and I'll see if I can accommodate you guys. So.
All right. Well, we have from AICS USA. He wanted to know, what year is this?
This is a 1996, the only year in the C4 generation that they made the Grand Sports, only available in manual transmissions and only with the LT4. probably from before.
Okay.
Yeah, when we lost signal. So.
And then that AICS, I'm not quite sure what it stands for. He also has a 96. He says here.
I'm sorry, it was what?
He has a 96 as well.
Yeah, and that 96 was, I think they also had the, I think it was the collector edition or something like that. They had a silver one, and I know some of them did still come with the, I believe all the manual transmissions in 96 had the LT4. I think it was part of the deal, but I could be wrong on that too, so. I'm just doing a big loop here, guys, because maintain signal for a little bit, and then I'll probably I'll cut this one a little bit shorter than I did the first one, because we talked for like an hour and a half on the first one I did, and I think we actually want to drive for a little bit, so and not be restricted by where the cell towers are. So I'm gonna go back over. There was a nice big church parking lot that I figured we could pull into. Nobody's gonna be there right now, so.
Nope. That girl was picking her nose at the stop.
You weren't supposed to notice that, were you?
I don't think I was, but I saw it clear as day. What is it? The AICS says his is just all black with the LT1 auto.
Oh, okay.
And he says, I am old and want an auto.
No, there is definitely an upside to having an automatic transmission. I will definitely, you know, the manual is fun, but when after you've been driving for a couple hours, we took a road tour up at Corvette Adventures last summer, and they ended up taking us around for about 5 hours on the roads, and it was all, you know, it was all hilly and, you know, just driving all over the backwoods of Wisconsin. You know, after a while, you kind of just want to let it, you just want to let it cruise and have the automatic and not have to worry about shifting and things like that. So I just figure we'll pull it over here and hopefully maintain signal, and I get booted out of here or something like that. So try to look at the video here and want to get it so that we're not washed out in the sun. In the sun and that. So, but
let's see. He says he's in Los Angeles, and an auto and all the traffic here is golden.
Oh yeah, I can imagine right now. That's I would say on a normal day, you'd probably definitely. Is that the one you mentioned about the automatic versus manual? Yeah, I can imagine out in California having to deal with that traffic and a manual transmission, like trying to crawl at 5 miles an hour all the time in the first gear. Yeah, that would be fun. So.
Brian Tucker said my parents used to have 3 acres in the Linden Station.
Oh yeah, I don't know off the top of my head where that is, but I know that that's up there somewhere, I think. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's up by the Dells ish or somewhere. I know I've seen the sign somewhere, so. But feels weird just sitting here though too. But I know I'm not going to lose signal. But I'm going to probably go here for another 5 minutes or so, guys. So and then we'll cut this one short so that we can actually just cruise around a little bit and that. So, but I'll give you guys a. I see. So we have another question then, or
not yet?
I can probably see it on the thing here. So, all right. I'm gonna hop out, guys. Figure I'll pop it. What's that? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I appreciate you tuning this in, and what was that again? Oh, okay. All right. So you had watched since the I got a Corvette video. So that's cool. I appreciate it, man. This is obviously the evolution of my channel and that. So as we were just talking about before too, like really old Corvette. But for those of you that are not aware, of course, being that This is the LT4 engine, whereas my other one has the LT1. Obviously, brand sport is red. Another big difference is that's exclusive to the Grand Sports is the fender flares in the back. It uses the ZR1 wheels, which are the wider, but they didn't put the wider body that the ZR1 has. So I put the fender flares on the back just to make sure that they're, as you guys can see, they stick out pretty far. So without having that, without having the fender flare on the back, I don't think it'd be street legal, to be honest. I don't know, depending on your state and things like that. And of course, the stripe, which the blue and white is unmistakable. And I wasn't able to read that an entire question. So what did I say? Or comment?
Peter said never had an automatic left, and I won't tell you how long that's been. Having said that, the C8 is the first auto I would definitely buy. There's just one problem. I don't know how to drive an auto.
Well, it'll be pretty easy to learn on that, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You just 2 pedals, stop and go. So I'm gonna close this up. So, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny that you brought that up because like a couple weeks ago when I took the yellow Corvette out for a drive, I immediately put my foot where the clutch was, and I was like, wait a minute, this one doesn't have the clutch. So not being a manual transmission is it's kind of weird when you hop between the two and stuff like that. So let's see, I use the C3 with dual stage 3 knots, 110 octane. Ow, and it went away too fast. I can't read them fast enough. Let me see. Oh, no, won't let me. Easy Peter, you drive like me, an old man, it works for me. Nice. Hang on, I gotta ask the. What was the other one popped up and went too fast? I didn't get to read the whole thing.
Steven used the C3 with the dual stage 3 NOS and 110 octane gas. Or at least weekly Kroger grocery runs. Full cage and handicap tag makes the cops crazy.
Yeah, well that would be that's definitely the quickest grocery run you're ever gonna do when you're driving with that. That's for sure. So. But for those of you that were listening earlier, I mentioned about not wanting to my windows and stuff like that. The one thing is all over the car, and I pointed this out in other videos, but I've got all these stickers on here. 10th anniversary. Now this is the one that I don't know about. Like I'm gonna have to call it. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I want to find out about the museum because it says National Corvette Museum display car. So I don't know if this car was actually like, did somebody just like send it to the museum to be on display or something like that? But at the same point in time, like I don't think they'd have that if it wasn't something that was there. But you know, and then this of course is my my insurance in case I ever get pulled over. But yeah, so stuff on there. So I didn't really want to get the windows tinted and get all that taken off just to tint the windows. So I'm going to kind of leave that as the history of the car with all those stickers and that. So I've got panels, you should see. These disappear on my phone too quick. Sorry, bear with me, guys. She's going to tell me what your comments were. So
then AICS had said, easy Peter, just drive like an old man. It works for me. Peter then said, only 2 pedals. Damn, what will they think of next?
Yeah.
AICS said, paddles. And then Brian comes in saying, I bought another C5. Now I have a 2001 6-speed and a 2003 convertible auto. Peter's coming in, yeah, I've got paddles in quotes. You should see me ride in quotes like doing kayaks.
I got you. That's funny. So. All right. Well, I don't know if you guys want me to just keep driving and if I drop out on signal on that, but yeah, let me try and switch this around. All right, guys. Well, at this point, I've been going. Oh, I see. I got my first super chat from Stephen Mitchell, and it went away. Hang on. Okay, I'm gonna have to pay this one attention. So here, I'm gonna need to borrow that from you. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm not going to go offline right now then. So Stephen Mitchell just gave me a super chat. I have not had one of these before, but I drive my C3 with dual stage 3 NOS every week to Kroger. Fun with 116 octane. Here's some ice cream money. All right. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. So, yeah, I haven't had a super chat yet, so I do appreciate that very much. So. Yeah, if I could do something like that with this, that would be fun. But yeah, I'm a little taken back by that. Thank you very much. So that was very nice and very much appreciated. Definitely didn't have to do that, but again, thank you very much. And yeah, that would be a fun car. I'd like to. That would be a car I'd like to take a drive in for sure. That would be fun. So I assume the track is a fun day for you with that thing too, eh? So, all right, let me just hop back in here. So I'll give you your phone back. Yeah, but again, like I said, I haven't had a super chat before, so thank you very much on that, and I will definitely put it to good use one way or another here. So, where are we at with the rest here? So,
We've got Brian saying fast laps at Dell's Motor Speedway again.
I did. I would like to do that again, but I think the Corvette Adventures is probably going to get called off, at least in the spring. I might go to something else if they do it, but I definitely would like to do that again. I haven't gotten the video up of the Grand Sport doing that yet, so that's coming up here real soon on my channel, as well as the overall, just the I haven't done the recap of the Corvette Adventures from 2019 yet, and that's straight about. I've got GoPro footage, I've got cell phone footage, pictures, and all that. I mean, stuff happened with my dad, you know, a month after that, and I hadn't even gotten to the point to edit any of that. So I gotta get that all caught up, and that's going to be coming out here soon. So.
And then from AICS, thanks for sharing your day. And Peter said, hey, enjoy the rest of your ride with your bride. She sounds like a great co-pilot. Save the wave.
Yeah.
And then AICS said, take care and God bless everyone and be safe.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much. And yeah, she's a little camera shy. I've tried to change that, but that's a losing battle. And so we'll just leave it as this strange voice coming from my right here and helping me keep my eyes on the road and doing that instead. But I do want to do one thing here real quick before that goes away. I just wanted to screenshot that. So,
Okay.
So just to hang on to that for posterity. So,
Okay.
but yeah. No, you're right. Yeah, definitely. happy wife-ish, happy life-ish. So. So, well, I tell you what, guys, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna drive. I'm gonna turn the camera forward, and you guys can just watch us drive. You can leave your questions. I'll keep responding, and if this all cuts out at some point here, I will then just end the stream at that point, and we will go from there. So, but anyways, hang on one second. Let me get situated here, and then we're just gonna drive. So. But
so then Brian said congratulations, and I'm thinking
I think these kids want to watch me do something here, so
probably. He is saying goodbye, saying later, man, and then Peter is saying, P.S. behind every great man, there's usually a greater lady. Enjoy.
I do not disagree with any of that. All right, well, like I said here, thanks again, guys. I'm going front view. Feel free to keep popping in any questions if you want, and when it cuts out, and we'll call it a drive. So, but I'm going to try and do a few more of these, and again, I just know it's still up there. I wanted to give a big thanks again. Was it Stephen Mitchell? Was that the one who left the super chat?
Yep.
Yeah, big thanks again to Stephen Mitchell for giving me my first super chat. So. I'm very grateful for that. That is awesome, especially since YouTube revenue has been pretty awful, as of late, and I wasn't even making very much to begin with. So it doesn't help when you go 50% of almost nothing. So that's not saying much to begin with there. But
no.
But anyways, yeah. So very very thankful for that, and all you guys for tuning in. And I'm going to try and do these a little more often. It's fun. Sometimes you just want to sit at home on a Sunday and not really do anything. But if we get nice days like this and the sun's out, and the funny thing is like with all the crap that's going on in the world and things, like, you got to remember to enjoy life. You got to remember to do the stuff you enjoy doing. It's one thing to be alive. It's another thing to not be living. And I think that's one thing a lot of people got to keep in mind is that enjoy life while you can, because something will always get you eventually. That's the one thing that everybody has in common, is we only have a set amount of time, and you got to enjoy the time that you have regardless of what's going on in the world. So be safe, be happy, do the things that you enjoy doing, because you just never know. You never know what the next day is going to bring, and if you have the opportunity to take it, because you only live once, and every day is another day of missed opportunities and things like that. So I know I find myself a lot of times in a situation where it's hard to, what you got to do and just get out there and do it. And I'm not exactly the best person to give that type of advice, but at the same point in time, in concept, it makes a lot of sense. And just be happy and enjoy life while we can, because you never know what's going on with all this crap. So, but anyways, I saw there were a couple of comments popped up there, so I don't want to keep rambling. But.
And then AICS just said thumbs up, everyone, and he's out.
All right.
Peter said,
thank you for tuning in, man. Or I don't know, man, for sure, but either way.
the thumbnail might be.
Yeah. Given that 97% of the people that watch my channel is male, if I offend any of the 3% out there, I apologize. So.
Peter said, to exist is a habit, but to live is an art.
Very well said. Couldn't agree more. So.
And then Fabio said he thinks he's going to go for a ride in his Vette now.
Well, I'm glad I could inspire that. So.
And
I don't think you gotta have your arm twisted to go do that, though. So that's
no, not with gas prices as they are.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. I didn't even talk about that before, but I don't know if you guys saw any of the gas stations that we've been passing or not. But we're pretty much at about $1 a gallon around here right now. The lowest I've filled up for right now is 97 cents a gallon. So give me a shout out in the comments how much your gas prices are where you're at. So I'd be interested in knowing. So wherever you guys are living and what your current gas prices are, I think that'd be interesting to know. So.
And then Peter had said long distance waves to both of you from New Jersey.
I'm gonna try and get this. Hang on one second, guys. I'm gonna turn the screen down so that maybe.
It's not trying to work as much.
I don't know.
Brian? Oh, now you're buffering.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
I was trying to turn my screen down a little bit. Somehow I think
you're good.
Turned it off. Okay.
I can still see it going.
We're still going?
Yep,
All right.
we're still going. Signing out. He said, bye everyone and thank you. Said, nice car. Even better, the two of you. And he's saying he's from Buford, Georgia. And B-U-F-O-R-D.
Buford. That could be Buford. I don't know. So, but how much was it?
Well, he didn't say anything for gas. Brian had said it was $2.42 in Clearwater, Florida.
Clearwater, Florida. Yeah, that sucks, but doesn't surprise me either down there. So, yeah, I mean, truth be told, I don't really know why it's so cheap up here. I mean, I know that we have about 60 some cents a gallon tax, I think, here in Wisconsin. So, my guess would be if you're at 2 something, you probably have like $2 $2 a gallon in tax. So.
Peter said for 93 octane in northern New Jersey, it's at $1.97 a gallon.
Wow. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I do want to say too, though, like for the 93 octane here in Wisconsin, we're probably at about around 170. It's just the straight up lowest gas price is like right here passing this BP station here. What do we got? 104.
Yeah, 104.
Yeah, regular unleaded 104 and 164. Corvette gas is a little more expensive. So, you know, the interesting thing is, I'm going to drive through Waterford here.
Okay.
Take a look.
Well, your signal's kind of
Yeah, it's probably
going to go soon.
it's going to do its thing.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, if this cuts out again, guys, we're gonna wrap up the stream. So thank you all for watching, and we're just gonna cruise here. So,
Oh, you're back up now.
is it good now?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just gonna keep streaming, guys, and you know, if it cuts out, it cuts out. Go from there. We're driving through a little town here, but what was the thing that was said right before?
93 octane in northern New Jersey with $1.97.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's interesting right now because there's some gas stations, like, you know, for those of you that know, I've talked in my previous videos. Oh, hey, look, there's a C4 right there. For those that are aware, I am a courier, so my, you know, I wouldn't say my day job because I work at night, but my night job is driving my own vehicle, and I drive all over the state, and it's amazing. I will drive 5 minutes up the road, and gas will be 25 cents a gallon more expensive. Now, on a normal period of time, that really doesn't seem like anything, but I'll pass a gas station that's literally the price is 99 cents a gallon, and then the next exit gas is $1.25. Now you think about that, 25 cents a gallon doesn't sound like a big difference. That's 25% more expensive than the previous gas station. Like, you know, when gas is $2.79 and the station's $2.59, you don't really think of the difference. But when it goes, you know, 97 cents to $1.25, I mean, that's a significant. There's some gas stations where across the street it'll be $1.12, and that's 99 cents across the street, and there's people filling up at the $1.12, and it's like you're paying, you know, 15 cents, 15% more. So
I haven't caught up. Oh,
yeah.
Yep. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
like speeding quickly.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think it's trying to catch up.
I'm driving through some gravel right now, but this road is confusing. Well, anyways, we're going to be going out into kind of the wilderness, I guess, too, or something, and we'll see how things are looking at that point. So, thank you all. Like, comment, subscribe. You get some more videos out, but I don't know if this is coming through. Okay, but we'll.
You're coming through right now.
Okay. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'm just going to go to the front view, which is probably coming up here in a second.
Yeah,
So.
you're getting real itchy.
I don't know where my button is to. All right, guys. Well, I think that's definitely going to do it. So we're losing signal. So, all right, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you soon. Yeah, I'm trying to
Oh, because you turned the
turn the screen down so low.